Welcome to my YouTube channel today. Today I'm going to tell you what microbiology means and what microorganisms are. What is microbiology? Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Microorganisms are organisms, living things that cannot be seen with the unaided eye. Microorganisms are organisms that cannot be seen with the unaided eye. They can only be seen with the use of special instruments called the microscope. Microorganisms can only be seen with the use of special instruments called the microscope. If you are going to see microorganisms, you have to use the microscope. Now, so the study of organisms that cannot be seen with the unaided eye is what is called microbiology. People who study microorganisms are called microbiologists. Microbiology can be divided into different sections. At the higher level, we have the environmental microbiology that study the microorganisms in the environment. We have microbial ecology that study microorganisms also in the environment. We have petroleum microbiology. We have an aspect called water microbiology. We have another aspect that is called food microbiology. We have another aspect of microbiology called medical microbiology. We have another aspect of microbiology called microbial physiology. We have another aspect of microbiology called pharmaceutical microbiology. All these come together and they are specialization. There are many more specializations that exist in microbiology. But most people know the specialization called medical microbiology. They think that is the only area of microbiology available. No, it goes much more than that. So in most universities all over the world, most microbiology graduates, they graduate at the first degree level with a degree in general microbiology. So at the master's level, they now go to specialize in one area. At the PhD level, they now go to specialize in a particular field, also in a particular area of microbiology, and they look at a topic of interest in that area of microbiology where they are studying. Now, back to what we are talking about, microorganisms. Examples of microorganisms are bacteria. Another example are viruses. Another examples are fungi. We also have the protozoans. We have archaea and other groups of microorganisms. The most common group of microorganisms are the bacteria. And bacteria can be known or can be seen under the microscope based on their shape. If a bacteria is round in shape, when you view it under a microscope, when you do gram staining or you just do a simple staining to see the bacterium under the microscope and the shape of the bacterium is round, that bacterium is said to be cocci. The shape is cocci. So when I said cocci, so when you have heard of the name streptococcus, that means under the microscope it is round in shape. You've heard the name staphylococcus, coccus. That means it is round in shape. There are other organisms that are also round in shape that the name that is known is not, they didn't call it coccus or something, but it's also round in shape. So if the organism is round, circular in shape under the microscope, the bacterium is said to be a cocci. Now, this cocci, if the cocci is occurs in chains, we said it is streptococcus. We say it is strepto because in chain. If it occurs as a grape, you know when you have oranges growing on the tree, or you have grape growing on the tree, they clump together in group. They are all circular shaped and they clump together in group. So we call that staphylococcus. So if it is, you see under a microscope that it is clustered in group, we call it staphylococcus. Then if it is rod shaped, It can also be rod shaped. That means like a rod. It may not be a long rod, a short rod. So it has its own name. It's said to be rod shaped. If the rod is rod shaped, there are some that have rod shaped and also have this circular shape. So it is rod and it is coca. So it is rod and it is coca. It has its own special name that it is given. There are some that are spiral. The bacterium are spiral. It goes up like a zigzag, a spiral. They call that spirilla. These are bacterium called spirilla if it is spiral shaped under the microscope. Now, bacterium can be grouped into two groups based on the components of the cell wall. Bacteria can be grouped into two groups based on the components of the cell wall. So we can have one group called gram-positive bacteria, the other group called gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria. And it is because of the components of the cell wall. This to know if a bacterium is gram-positive or gram-negative, you have to do what is called the gram stain. You gram stain the bacterium, then there's a process involved. We're not talking about that now, I'm just giving a general highlight. You do gram staining. So when you view under the microscope after doing the gram staining, it's either gram-positive or gram-negative. The gram staining techniques was developed by a scientist, a microbiologist called Gram. The man is called Gram by name. So anytime we write gram-positive or gram staining or gram whatever, we use capital G because it's from the name of that man that developed the staining technique, the gram staining technique. Then we also check for the spore in bacteria. Does the bacterium produce spore or not? So there's another test, it's called the spore stain, where you use what is the chemical called molecular grain and other chemicals in order to do the test. Now, we also have the capsule test and many other tests, carbohydrate utilization tests, to know which bacteria is which, to differentiate bacteria from themselves. You have many biochemical tests, many morphological tests, how they grow on nutrient agar, how bacterium grow on nutrient agar. Is it growing in circles? Is it growing? Is it the circles? Are they shining? What is the color? All these things are things that are studied in microbiology. So this is just an introduction to what microbiology or microorganisms are. I'm going to talk to you about all this in subsequent release, in my next release. Please click the subscription button, like this video, click the notification bell after subscribing, share this video, and drop your comments below. I will talk to you some other time. Bye for now.